I never thought I'd end up on national TV because of my ex-boyfriend, a fake psychic, and a $12 thrift store wedding dress. But here we are. It all started when I caught my boyfriend cheating on me, not with a girl, but with two girls. At the same time. In my apartment. On our anniversary. But trust me, that's not even the craziest part. This is the story of how I turned heartbreak into fame, got sweet revenge, and accidentally became an internet meme along the way. So buckle up, because this story gets real wild, real fast. It was a rainy Tuesday night, and I was on my way home early from work to surprise Kyle, my boyfriend of 2 years, with his favorite sushi and a little something from Victoria's Secret. I opened the door to my apartment, expecting a hug, a kiss, maybe a "wow, babe." Instead, I walked into my living room and found Kyle, shirtless, tangled in a yoga mat, with two very flexible women who were clearly not there for downward dog. He looked up and had the audacity to say, "It's not what it looks like." Really? Because it looked like an adult film with a discount apartment aesthetic. I dropped the sushi. The soy sauce splattered like blood in a crime scene. "Happy anniversary," I said. Then I turned around and left. Now, some people cry. Some people beg. Me? I called my best friend Jasmine, bought a bottle of tequila, and started planning my revenge. Jasmine was the kind of friend who'd help you bury a body and still make you laugh halfway through digging the hole. She said, "We need to humiliate him. Publicly. With style." The plan? Crash the next event where Kyle would be his cousin's engagement party, where he was supposed to give a toast and make a scene so epic it would go viral. But it needed a twist. Something unforgettable. That's when Jasmine suggested I show up in a wedding dress. Not just any dress, a hideous, 80s, lace-covered nightmare we found at a thrift store for $12. It had puffed sleeves big enough to land a plane on. Perfect. We arrived at the party fashionably late. I kicked the door open like I was on a soap opera, and gasped, "Kyle. How could you?" Everyone turned. Kyle turned ghost white. I marched in, veil flying behind me, holding a Bluetooth speaker blaring "I Will Survive." "I thought this was our special day," I sobbed theatrically. "I was ready to give you my heart. And my Netflix password." His aunt fainted. A child screamed. Kyle tried to speak, but I cut him off. "No, Kyle. I'm done being your emotional support girlfriend while you practice goat yoga with the entire female population." Gasps. Laughter. Someone started filming. I dropped a glitter bomb at his feet and stormed out to a standing ovation. The next day, the video was all over TikTok. Bride crashes engagement party, the Netflix password line got me. 10 million views by noon. I trended on Twitter. Memes. Reaction videos. An offer to appear on a morning talk show. Kyle texted me, "Really mature." I texted back a goat emoji. Now, you'd think the story ends there. Sweet revenge. Viral fame. The end. But no. A week later, I got a DM from a woman named Willow. She claimed to be a psychic. She said, "I saw your video. Your aura is chaotic. I love it. Want to collaborate?" Turns out, she ran a YouTube channel called Psychic Spice, and she wanted me to co-host a series where we gave people psychic readings. Badly. I had no experience, no psychic ability, and no shame. Perfect match. We launched a segment called Trashy Tarot, where I read tarot cards using zero knowledge and 100% sass. The Three of Swords? Oh girl, someone stabbed you with lies and left you on read. We blew up. 1 million subscribers in 3 months. People loved it. People hated it. But they watched it. And guess who tried to come crawling back? Kyle. "I miss you. I've changed." I told him, "I see your future, Kyle. It's lonely. And involves a lot of frozen dinners." Blocked. Then, Hollywood called. Literally. A low-budget streaming platform reached out. They wanted to turn my story into a scripted comedy. Think Crazy Ex-Girlfriend meets The Office but with tarot cards and more glitter. Willow and I flew to LA. We had meetings, photo shoots, and an awkward run-in with a B-list celebrity who thought I was his Uber driver. The show got greenlit for a pilot. I got a stylist, a manager, and a publicist who said things like "let's circle back" and "love that for you." In one scene, I reenacted the engagement party crash. But this time, the fake Kyle was played by a TikTok heartthrob who apologized on cue and offered me a puppy. Honestly? I almost forgave him. Almost. Meanwhile, Jasmine, my ride-or-die, capitalized on her newfound fame, too. She launched a line of breakup survival kits, candles that smelled like revenge, bath bombs shaped like middle fingers, and journals titled "Burn After Reading His Texts." They sold out in a day. Life was good. Busy. Wild. But somewhere between fake readings and real fame, I found peace. Real peace. And maybe, just maybe, something better than revenge. I met someone. Not through fame. Not online. Not in glitter. He was a barista who didn't recognize me, handed me the wrong drink, and then offered to make it right with a smile that could melt steel. We started talking. About music. Books. Life. He said, "You seem like you've lived a lot of stories." I smiled. You have no idea. So yeah. I started with heartbreak, a bottle of tequila, and a $12 dress. I ended up with internet fame, a comedy show, a viral brand, and maybe a shot at something real. The lesson? Never underestimate a woman with a broken heart, a best friend, and access to thrift stores. Also, always change your Netflix password after a breakup. Just in case. The end. Or maybe just the beginning.